Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Texas. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Shotgun formation here on third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Here's the second down play. Motion now from the tight end. QB decides to keep it here. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting started, is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
The Wolverines' offense is on the move now. He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. And they'll use the ground game here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Bringing pressure. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's the running back in the flat. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense and short of the first down marker.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown.
And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3, the center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the important point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense is back on the field. that costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. They'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Got him. He's sacked. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense is throwing interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Turner trying to create good field position. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And that one falls incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number one. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Important second down play coming up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. A completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Hard running through a tackle. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And he finds the running back in the flat. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's caught downfield. They lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
The red zone has been a real struggle so far for this offense. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Tailback with another carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Trying an onside to start, but